Over the last few years, I've had the privilege of traveling to many different countries. And during those times, I've learned that my baggage control and luggage control was very poor. But I've learned over time how to change that up, and so it actually accommodates for my needs and what I like to travel with. There are a few things that I absolutely need to travel with, and that has become tailored within my packing process. I will make a quick disclaimer though, I am an odd traveler as I tend to have a big focus on fashion. I love being fashionable wherever I'm at. I remember being in Thailand in the middle of summer wearing a full black outfit with long pants, short sleeve, and a mask on pre-COVID, all in the name of fashion. The first item you'll find in my luggage is my phone, my wallet, and my headphones. Now I didn't write it on a little card, but as you can clearly see, it is one of the things I travel with. Now I carry two phones, one of them is slightly broken, but I use it as my DJI remote and as an additional backup phone. And I have two pairs of headphones, one again as a backup. The reason why headphones are pivotal and why I think it needs to be in your baggage is because when you're on a flight and you have people around you, it is incredibly nice to have headphones that cancel out the people around you. Or if you're like me, you don't want to interact with too many people in the airport, having those headphones in signals to people you're doing something, even if you're not. Personally, I edit and make calls, and so it's extremely convenient for me to have headphones so I can completely focus on what I'm doing in loud environments. It's also nice for music, obviously. I believe one of the most overlooked things in travel for people is health. I'm a big believer in when I travel, I need my health to be 100%. I don't like to miss out on sleep, miss out on a day here or a day there, or health anywhere. Especially when I'm traveling to countries like Southeast Asia, where in my experience, you can get stomach poisoning because you're not used to the cultural foods, or the hygiene practices aren't the same as what they'd be in your native countries, e.g. New Zealand. I found this in my wallet, by the way. I was just going through it and I found this. Yeah, like and subscribe. I don't know why that was in there, but I'm trying to travel full time for you guys, make as much content as possible. I also like to carry melatonin for sleep because it helps regulate your sleep again, get you out of that jet lag lump phase, along with vitamin C, just some daily boosters here and there, zinc, floss, toothbrush, all those hygienic things, you need them. Personally, I've got my floss and toothpaste and toothbrush in my carry-on because when you're on an airplane or a long haul flight or layover, it is nasty to have breath that's disgusting and you feel all dirty. So I like to pack those things in to make sure that I'm feeling on top of my game and I feel fresh personally. Now these needs are very personal, but I do believe there's a gem here for you too. The first thing is a pen and paper. Personally, I like to carry a pen and paper wherever I go because when I'm on calls or I have an idea, I need to jot it down. Now I do know you've got the traditional method, which is notes on your phone, but I find for myself, I don't actually reflect on those notes, so there's really no point in me having the notes on my phone, so I like a pen and paper to jot it all down. Secondly, I have a book. You'd be surprised by the amount of time you can kill on a flight or during your layover just reading a book. You can sit in a premium lounge and just flick through your book while drinking a wine or drinking a coffee, whatever it may be, and you get to learn something new while reading a book. I feel like I'm Ty Lopez, but you have to understand that reading does help a lot. Now, coffee. Personally, I'm not addicted to caffeine, but I do love the taste. I used to hate it, it was absolutely bitter, but you add a few sugars in there, ruin the traditional coffee taste, and you know, cater it for your own needs. There's something so nice about being in a country or being in a layover, wherever it's at, and sitting or strolling through a city with a coffee in hand in a nice early morning or an evening if you want to be a night owl. I love having coffee on hand. The last need for me is jewelry. Now jewelry isn't so much a need as in I can't live without it, but to me it is pivotal to my personal image. I love just having something loose and easy. I don't over accessorize. I like simplistic things that look very aesthetic and are tied into Jake. Obviously in your needs you need your things like your passport, your itinerary if you have a physical copy, but those things are like common sense. You're not going to travel without a passport or else, I don't know, you. Electronics. As you can see here, I show exactly the amount of electronics I need and why I have it as such a big space within this topic of conversation. Electronics take up a whole area in my carry-on luggage. And it's not that these are just things I want to carry because it's fun, they're things I absolutely need. Most laptops these days are very short on USB plugins, so now you have to carry a dongle. Within that dongle you have to plug other stuff in. By the way, shout out to you if you use a laptop and you use a trackpad. I don't know how you do it. For me personally, it's extremely frustrating to use a trackpad, so I have to carry a mechanical keyboard, a mouse, and now a monitor too, because my Surface is starting to overheat. Then we have editing and filming stuff. Now again, this is very personal because most of my work and what I do is to capture all of the stuff that you guys see is obviously through my editing and filming equipment. This includes my drone, my SD cards, the gimbal that you're currently sitting on, my camera, my GoPros, anything that I can capture to change an angle or make something a little bit more captivating, I have to carry in my carry-on. The reason it's not on my main luggage is because I like to film when I'm in the airport, when I go through a lounge, whatever it is. I like to be prepared for any situation. It's just something I like to practice personally. I'm probably a little bit over the top with it, but that tends to be me in general. So that's my editing and filming stuff. Very, very important to everything that you see here. Now, the reason I include this is not because it's so much to do with the stuff I carry in my carry-on, but it is more to do with something I'll always carry regardless of where I go, and that is items that are fashionable. I don't care where I'm traveling, how warm it is, how cold it is, I like to look good. If I look good, I feel good. It's just a part of me. I love fashion. I feel like fashion is pretty much poetic. It's art. How you carry it, how you wear it, the stitching, everything about it is interesting to me, and I love fashion. So wherever I'm at, I carry fashionable items. Anyway, that's what was in my bag, but I'm curious to know, what do you guys pack when you travel? Do you pack lighter than I do? Do you pack more? I tend to pack very over the top, as you can probably notice from my other videos, but I tend to always overpack just because I like to be over prepared. I tend to not wear half of the things I bring, but at least I look good wherever I go. Anyways, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you.